Alright, and we are back. Thank you for sticking around. I'm trying to get this set up. It's a little bit weird on the second monitor because it's a weird size and the game doesn't really let me full screen it. So let's see. Make sure everything is okay on this, which looks good. Let me pop open my little poll window thing. Oh, hold on. Somebody just popped me a DM, which is weird. Oh, thank you so much, Bear, for the for the appropriate spoopy tombstone cheer. Okay, let's see. Alright, we got my poll window over here. We're gonna start a new poll. I wish there was an easy way to cycle the polls out, but there really isn't. We changed the timer on the polls. We're gonna leave that up. Okay, because if I leave it for 10 minutes, I'll forget. Okay, so this time, you guys are gonna get all the say in who we date. Bear, you said that you played multiplayer yesterday. What exactly is entailed in the multiplayer part of this game? Because I've never played it multiplayer. We're gonna do a full game because obviously that's, you know, the fun. We'll skip over the flavor text. I'll pick our boy.
I brought sunscreen.
Okay, we can pick 3 items. I'm going to let you guys, if you can, in one message in chat, vote on which 3 items you would want, or I can put it in the poll, but I can't put 9 items in the poll. So, the items are competitive tarot cards, a flashback light, too many crosswords, a multi-tool, a book of orgy etiquette, an Instapost camera, a vampire sun hat, Dragon Heat, the, you know, Dragon magazine that we saw last time, and Blade, which looks like Beyblade, but with a blade. So you can pick 3 items. People in chat, vote on which items you would like to see, or just yell it in chat, because I can't put 9 items up in the poll. But, again, that is competitive tarot, flashback light, too many crosswords, instant post camera, book of orgy etiquette, multi-tool, blade, Dragon Heat, or Vampire Sun Hat. Let's see. Bear says, in prom at least, you all get to play your own character and you take turns doing actions. You can fuck over people if you try to for the same date. Oh, okay. So it's like competitively dating. Gotcha. That's kind of what I assumed it had to be something like, but I wasn't sure how that would work, or if there was... Now, I have heard that for Monster Camp, the multiplayer is pretty good, because it's kind of like mini-game-esque to some degree, but I haven't seen any footage of it or gameplay, so I don't know. Let's see. Bear votes for Blade and Dragon Heat. April says Tarot, Orgy, and Dragon Heat. I don't know if Cap is still in chat. Cap, if you're around, throw your vote up for which items you would like to see in our bag. I think it's safe to say that 2 people voting for Dragon Heat. Dragon Heat's getting in the bag. So that's 1. I love our little buddies. I just want these. I want little goober ghosts that follow me around and like make stupid little faces and stuff. Is Cap in chat? Because my chat is being wonky today and showing me like weird counts for how many people are actually here versus who is a robot. Twitch, we show you have viewers, but we don't show you how many viewers. So what I might do, if Cap doesn't throw anything out there in a minute, is I'm going to pick 1 from April's vote and the other one from Bear's vote, so it splits, and she both agreed on Dragon Heat. So we had a split vote on Dragon Heat, and then I think we're going to go with Blade and... Let's go with orgy etiquette and blade. Okay, so that's our first thing. Blah blah blah, flavor text, we already know this. Okay. So blah 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 blah. Icebreakers. We're gonna skip this because we've already kind of seen this before. Okay, icebreaker time. We have 6 answers. So, which of these articles would you most want to read? Number 1, secret tricks to win at rock, paper, scissors. Number 2, very illegal things I do if in international waters. Number 3, common mistakes when performing your first fertility ritual. Number 4, my deep complex feelings about camembert. Number 5, 50 facts about sequoias. Or number 6, how to headbutt a very big rock. If you're in chat, pick one of the 6. This will be who we date, or don't date if we get rejected. For these ones that are over 6, I'm not going to put up polls just because it's too many options for Twitch polls. So you can just yell it in chat. Works fine with me. More texts I need to answer real quick. So, secret tricks to win at rock, paper, scissors. Very illegal things I do if in international waters. Common mistakes when performing your first fertility ritual. My deep, complex feelings about camembert. 50 facts about sequoias, or how to headbutt a very large rock. Let's see. Votes are saying very illegal things, 2 or 6. Okay, so we have 2 votes for very illegal things, so we're gonna go with that. I have a feeling I know who that's gonna lean us towards, but we'll see. Yep, and we're with Damien this time. Hey, that's a rad article. I should write something like that. What wouldn't I do in international waters? Illegal fishing, some light treason, probably a lot of butt stuff. You seem like the kind of person who might have the nerve to do butt stuff in international waters, Oz. Maybe this camp isn't gonna be so lame after all. Bear, who did you pursue in yours? Did you pursue Damien or somebody else? We only had 5 weeks left to woo our crushes and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Okay. So, I don't know if you've watched any of our recent streams with our successful runs, but the trick is definitely that your choices aren't there are some choices that are considered matchmaking choices, which is like if you choose one, you choose a person over another person, but then there's person-specific choices, which are like, if you have more charm than fun, you need to pick the option that is a charm-based option, because that is where your stats are like. So it's not necessarily what you think they'd like best. Both are good answers if your stat is correct. So that's why, yeah, you didn't have enough fun, yeah. Okay, so we're starting off. I'm just gonna pick random locations, and then you guys will have a say in the actual dialogue choices in the chat poll. So we'll start off with the lake, why not? While looking around the lake for a private place to take a pee, you find a treasure map buried in the sand. It leads to an X in the center of the lake. You gather a crew of trusted friends, don your eye patch, and sail out there to find the booty. I have a feeling we will be finding the booty. When you arrive, you find a tiny island with a single palm tree. You dig up a box that says open in case of a very boring day. You open the box and find +2 fun. Arrgh. I miss Ren Fair. Today there's a theme. We talked about jousting, we're talking about treasure hunting and pirates. After doing whatever you were doing at the location where you were at the time, you're intrigued to find Damien seemingly playing with a bunch of sticks. No, I'm not playing with sticks, I'm gathering sticks because I'm doing some high quality craftsmanship to transform these sticks into, wait for it,
Damien LeVay, Ultimate Survivor.
Pointy sticks, an absolute essential camping weapon. I mean, fair. Okay, fine, I don't really need pointy sticks. I just wanted to use this sick new Swiss Army knife my dad gave me for camp. Check it out. Here's a bottle opener in case we come upon a wild beer bottle haunting these woods. This attachment is a screwdriver, like for maybe if we get lost and we need to build a computer to use Google Maps to find our way back. And then there's a toothpick, which, check this out, is not actually for picking teeth out of your fellow campers' mouths while they're sleeping. I learned that the fun way. But my dad's told me this isn't just any Swiss Army knife, it's a hell Swiss Army knife. It's not from the Switzerland in Europe, it's from the Switzerland located in the third circle of hell. Since it's from hell, I know it has some sick secret tools that you have to discover for yourself, but I want to use them now. Tell me your secrets, knife, tell me! I've been screaming that all day, but it still won't reveal them. It sucks. How do I get my knife to show me the hidden tools? Now, how this works if you have never played along with Chat Plays Monster Prom / Monster Camp, I drop an in-chat poll with options 1 and 2. 1 being the one on top and 2 being the one on bottom, usually. And you have 1 minute to vote from when I make the poll live. So, this is up to you. You can sway the chat poll with bits or with creepy coins, which is our channel currency. And the poll is now live. The options being play Truth or Dare with the Swiss Army knife. That's the best way to find out anyone's secrets. Or just read Little Kenny Knows His Knife, the super popular children's book that became a bestseller, while also increasing infant mortality by 400%. Keep in mind, most of our stats are fairly even right now, except for charm and fun. So, now that you guys know that your stats affect if your choice is good or bad, you can try and suss out which things are charm, or fun, or bold, or creative, or smart. Sure thing, Bear, no worries. And the poll is almost done. Alright, and the results of the poll were for number 1, wrong choice. It was for charm, which was our lowest stat. Fuck yeah, I always love a sensible game of Truth or Dare. Truth or Dare is metal. That's how I find out people's crushes. And then I blackmail them to take the fall for the arson I did. I mean the arson they did. Alright, to make this fair, Oz, you go first, Truth or Dare. Seeing as how there's no way Damien LeVay's dares aren't life-threatening, you go with a sensible truth. Who's the most fucking metal person at camp? You're about to respond when the Swiss, but the Switzerland in hell kind of Swiss, army knife begins to glow with such power then you can't look away. Without even meaning to, you find yourself saying the words, "That knife, duh." What? Just because the knife is made of literal metal, you think it's more metal than me?
Not fit for survival.
We're not gonna get a date on this one, guys. Being metal is about what's in your heart, and what you stab into other people's hearts, like how I'm stabbing into your heart right now. In the end, you didn't help Damien find out the knife's secret attachments, but you helped him find out that the actual knife part is good for stabbing people in the heart. Camp Nurse Chupacabra is able to save you, but not your -2 smarts and -1 boldness. Wah wah, first choice was a bad one.
Can I take a minute to think?
Alright, we went to the lake, let's go to the dome. That day at the camp dome, you play hacky sack. It's all fun and games, literally, until the hacky sack falls, and against all your knowledge of hacky sack's supposed composition, it breaks upon hitting the floor. What the fuck? The good news is inside of it there's +2 charm. You call dibs. Afterwards, you get drafted into a game of Mr. Freeze Tag, where everybody runs from one player who shoots you all with a freeze ray. You find a blessedly quiet, rusted-out car chassis to hide in and settle in for the long haul. Hopefully, no one will blow up your spot. Oh, hey, Oz. Hope you don't mind if we blow up your spot real quick. Good thinking, Damien. We'll be safe in here. Who said anything about being safe? I just wanted to see if there was any gasoline left in the tank so we could try and blow it up. Will you stop trying to find gasoline out here? We're in enough danger already. Well, I wouldn't want to keep looking for gasoline if you just... I wouldn't need to keep looking for gasoline if you would just teach me how to magically make fire with my hands. For the last time, I'm not teaching you how to make fire with your hands. Well, at least teach me how to shoot fire out of my mouth then. Come on, I've been good. Good. You've pushed 3 fairies in front of the freeze ray on the way here. Yeah, you're welcome.
Enough of this.
Whatever. Just try to be quiet. If George the sadistic yeti hears us bickering in here, we'll all be getting frozen. Quiet. Got it. Going totally silent starting now.
Go team!
2, 4, 6, 8. Quiet time is really great. Fuck. 1s, 2s, 4s, 3s. Don't make noise or you might freeze.
Since we're in
Scott.
danger.
I mean, Scott. Hey. Can you stop loudly giving away our position to the guy with the freeze ray, please?
I'm cheering!
But I'm not loudly giving away our position to the guy with the freeze ray, silly. I'm cheering! Cheering straight to Freeze Town, maybe. Hey, that's not even close to how you pronounce victory. You need my cheering even more than I thought. Here we go. 3, 6, 9, 12. This is far from ideal. Maybe if you can suggest another way for Scott to cheer, he'll stop radically endangering you and your friends. And the poll is live now. Vote in chat for which option you would like. Tell Scott that his cheerleading isn't inspiring Joy and Damien because they're deaf. We need to be respectful and do sign language cheering, or instead of cheering, convince Scott to spit such super hot rap lyrics that you all become immune to freezing. I know, right? I'm surprised he even knows numbers, but good for him. A himbo who can at least say numbers, even if he probably can't do math. Ooh, I just got really cold, and I don't know why, because it shouldn't be cold in here, but oof. Ooh, cold. The poll is almost up. Vote on your options. How will we help with Scott's loud cheering? Oh, and we have a split poll, which means... Let's see.
Seriously?
Wah wah. You really think he's gonna believe we're... Quiet, Joy. I've known Scott for way longer than you have, and this is definitely gonna work, see? Scott has indeed stopped speaking, and he's begun gesturing wildly. That's great, but do you think he's gonna eventually realize that we don't know any sign language? Nope, he'll just assume he's not signing hard enough. I did this with him last couple times. I tricked him into helping me rob
You're
museums.
not a big bad, but you're still very bad at this.
You are really just the
I'm a
worst.
pro!
I know, it's great. But, while neither you nor your friends speak American Sign Language, which is the sign language Scott happens to be using, George, the sadistic yeti, does. He spots someone signing inside your rusted-out hiding place and comes rushing over to investigate. Wow, he signs. I didn't know anyone else at Camp Spooky could sign. Are you deaf too? No, I'm hearing. I just learned ASL to talk to some of my grandma's friends. They're really nice. That's really awesome that you did that, signs George. It's difficult to learn a whole new language, but involving yourself in another culture can be really rewarding. Anyway, I'm gonna shoot your friends with this freeze ray. Is that cool? Technically, yes. Oh no, I know that look. That's the look of a yeti who's about to shoot us with a freeze ray. Don't worry, I've got this.
Always the same
By
with you.
I've got this, do you mean? Oh yep, you're definitely setting the car on fire. Great. Joy is able to turn herself into a shadow and slip away with dark magic. Damien doesn't give a fuck about being on fire, and George freezes Scott so he won't be hurt. So, once again, it looks like only you bear the consequences of your friend's dumb actions. You lose -2 charm and -1 fun. We're doing real bad. Hey, Lone Wolf, welcome. Welcome to today's round of Chat Plays.
where to
And we're
sit?
playing Monster Camp today, which currently we are linked to Damien LeVay for dating. And we're doing very badly. Feel free to lurk as much as you want. Okay. I assume that it is a safe bet for us to sit near Damien since he is the one we are matched to. And we will go from there. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I don't know if you've ever been in here, Robin, for when we play chat plays. I put polls up in the chat and you guys vote on all the choices. Right now we're being matched to Damien, so pursuing him very poorly. Like any night around a Camp Spooky campfire, the air is filled with the smell of smoke and the sound of bickering. For the last time, Damien, you simply don't have what it takes. What? How can you say that? How can I not have what it takes to be your next bad guy? I'm the baddest dude I know. Be that as it may, you are not the baddest dude that I know. I have fought many impressive villains in my time. You've done far more villainous things than you... that have done far more villainous things than you ever have. I can get there. I can be more villainous. My whole thing is trying to save the world. Why would I ever encourage you to be more villainous? Well, if you don't want to encourage me to get more villainous, then I think you need to admit that I'm already a villain. I already see where this is going. Ugh. I have real bad guys to fight, Damien. Some of them are probably plotting unspeakable crimes right this second. Give it a rest. Of course, the most unspeakable crime of all would be missing out on this golden opportunity to impress one of your campmates. You leap into action to avert the potential crisis. And the poll is live in chat now, your options being, there is no villain more dangerous than Damien is to his own well-being. Be the hero, Joy, and stop him from causing himself so much harm. Or, it doesn't matter how villainous Damien is or isn't, because he doesn't fit the most important description for a Coven villain. Wanting to fuck Joy. Joy being her name, by the way, if you've never played Monster Camp or Monster Grump. Yeah, Scott is the only, technically good person. Damien's secrets are, like, redeeming, but him overall, he's a douchebag. I mean, we can date all three members of the Coven. We can date the Yeti. We can date the cat person. We can date the Eldritch monster girl incarnate. Everyone's kind of got, like, some good things about them. Like, Damien's a makeup artist and, like, an interior designer, but that's about, like, the only nice things about him. Alright, and the results are in on my end. The results are 100% vote for number 2. Oh, we got a heart from Joy on that one. Y'all swaying it. Okay. Wow, that was super rude thing to say. Is this because of my obvious sexual chemistry and mysterious past with Dimitri? And also with Bulgar the Single and Ready to Mingle? And the Long Hard Night? And of course Angelus, Chad, Invader of DMs, and whoa, is it possible that every single Coven villain wants to fuck me? Huh, I'm both horrified and flattered. Okay, well, that doesn't mean anything. I could want to fuck Joy too, you don't know. Pfft. Oh, please, Damien. You may want to fuck a Coven member, but there's 3 of us, and we all know I'm not that one. I have no idea what you could possibly mean by that. Right, sure. Like you wouldn't give what's left of your right horn for a date with Hope. Ah, what? No, who told you that? I'll punch them for revealing my secrets. I mean lying about me. I have never once in my life wondered what Hope's sparkling red eyes would look like under the moonlight as I stare into them during a gondola ride. Whoever told you about my 30-stanza poem, I hope for Hope, is lying liar who lied. Well, that was subtle. Agreed, that was subtle. I've been reading for too many hours. My voice is starting to go. Pardon. Thanks for helping me out with them, Oz, and helping me realize that so many of the Coven villains are interested in me. If I didn't know any better, I'd say I should add you to the list of potential villains based on that criteria. Joy winks at you and you find yourself feeling pretty villainous indeed. Yeah, we keep the poll really short so that, because the last time we let it go kind of long, the gameplay ended up being like twice as long, because it took too much debate. Alright, we're going to the manor. You go into the haunted manor with a group, only to immediately split up once you get inside, as is customary. You quickly get lost and have no cell signal, but in a stroke of genius, you follow the signs to the haunted manor's lost and found to wait for your friends to pick you up. You find all sorts of cool lost knickknacks while you wait. Some bloody gloves, a haunted iPod. It only plays Thriller by Michael Jackson. That is the most cursed iPod on the face of the fucking planet. A totally normal Furby that still manages to be the creepiest thing in there. At the bottom of the box, you find +2 boldness. Yoink! Who in their right mind would throw that away? You return to your tent for some time alone after all the drama, but you should have known drama would follow you to your tent. You see Damien punching everything. Ah, fucking mosquitoes. Why don't you suck the blood out of my fists? The mosquitoes, which you now realize are what Damien is actually trying to punch, seem more than happy to oblige. They swarm all over Damien's furious hands. And all over everything else, including your attractive face, which immediately gets punched by Damien. Whoa, is someone there? My punch sense is tingling. Oh, it's you, Oz. I didn't see you there because I was blinded by my rage at these stupid mosquitoes. Seriously, I hate these little fuck buttons. They think they can just come over here and steal my blood, and I didn't even know they had fists, but it looks like one of them just punched you in the face. So not only are they stealing my blood, they're stealing my whole thing. And the worst part is, I can't even do anything about them. Camp Director Miss Weaving confiscated my mosquito-killing machine because it exceeded the max number of machine guns allowed at camp. All I have left is this stupid mosquito spray, but it turns out it's mosquito sun spray, which just made them immune to skin cancer.
Fight me, dude!
Or maybe it wasn't the spray. Maybe the mosquitoes are in league with the sun. I should have killed that solar son of a bitch when I had the chance. Yeah, fuck buttons was pretty good. Maybe I can kill them by shooting blood out of my eyes, or shooting harpoons out of my harpoon gun, or shooting harpoons out of my eyes. Oh dear, it seems like Damien's discovered an experimental new level of murderous rage. You'd better find a way to rid him of these mosquitoes, because you're the only one who should be allowed to bite that spicy red skin. Alright, what are our options? Our options are steal Damien's blood back from the mosquitoes in the most ambitious heist in Camp Spooky history, or mosquitoes can't stand the smell of lavender, citronella, or lemongrass. Replace all of Damien's blood with essential oil. Poll is now live in chat. And as usual, you can use creepy coins, the channel currency, or bits to sway the vote if you see the vote is split 50-50. Because when it gets 50-50, I get to pick. And I'm not looking at a guide for this one, like I was for the speedruns. So it is just as much of a risk of me picking as it is you picking. Well, let's see. How's this poll looking? So far, the votes are for option number 1. Oh, we're split 50-50. Oh. Last minute votes. Okay, the vote just swayed from 50-50 to number 1. So, we are stealing Damien's blood back from the mosquitoes. So bold. A heist, you say? You crazy son of a bitch, I'm in. And I know just the guy. Damien leads you through a false tent into a secret sub-basement, past a password door, and into an underground speakeasy, gambling den, chop shop, laundromat. You're greeted by a writhing ball of fingers in a tank top, smoking a cigar. Damien LeVay, it says, somehow. I didn't know you were still alive. Not for lack of trying, Jimmy Fingers. Listen, I'm putting a crew together, and I need a hand, if you know what I mean. Too bad, says Jimmy Fingers. I'm all thumbs. This is horrible. Come on, Jimmy, one last job. What would Delilah say if she... Alright, you devil, what's the job? A casino? A bank? Some kind of bank-casino hybrid? Even better. This time, we're stealing all of my blood back from the mosquitoes that bit me at summer camp. April, were you the one who voted for essential oils? Or one of the people who voted for essential oils? Because I would not be surprised. All of the blood from all of the mosquitoes, are you telling me? That's right. I'm talking about a classic Transylvania hot tub, a Seth Brundle, and a reverse Romanian Wilkinson. Okay, I don't know what it means, and I don't know that I want to Google it, but Romanian Wilkinson is a running thing in both of the Monster Camp games. And I am too scared to Google it because I feel like it's an Urban Dictionary thing. A look of awe creeps across Jimmy's fingers. You crazy son of a bitch, I'm in. One montage set to upbeat jazz music later, You've gathered one hacker, one demolitions expert, and one fingerman, Jimmy Fingers. Alright, says user. No, I'm not. I am not. You underscore underscore. That's funny. The leprechaun hacker, while licking a lollipop to indicate her youthful precociousness. What's the plan, Big D? Way ahead of you, Junior. Jimmy, you'll parachute down from a helicopter while underscore disables the security cameras from the van. What security cameras? Says Bill Murray, star of Groundhog Day / demolitions expert. Mosquitoes don't have security cameras.
Arson!
That's right, Bill, they don't. Which is why you're going to set some up with dynamite inside them. Let me see, hold on. Cap says, it is a sex thing, Ghost, but seems to originate and exist only in these games. Not clicking on any of the Google results because I'm on work VPN. Fair. I mean, I assumed, because I think there's an ending in the first game about exactly just that. Like, there is an ending called the Romanian Wilkinson, and I thought, without looking it up or anything, or looking at pictures related to it, that just from the name, I thought it was maybe a character, and then I was like, it also sounds bad, but then when it came up again just now, I was like, oh no, it's a thing. So, now we know. But yeah, not Googling it, and I don't blame you for not clicking it. That's all well and good, says Jimmy Fingers, but how are we actually going to get the blood from the mosquitoes? Oh, that? I already stole it while we were putting this team together. The plan was just a distraction. What a twist, says underscore. Damien, you genius. You've done it again. We still get a share of the blood, right? Says beloved film actor to Bill Murray. I need it for something.
We're like masters of survival.
Hell yeah, blood for everybody, especially you, Oz. You're the real mastermind here. You've always wanted some of Damien's blood, and this was definitely the most straightforward way to get it. You gain +2 boldness and +1 fun. Oh, thank you, Lone Wolf, for the bit. Thank you.
I can do this.
For the cheer. I don't know what people call them. Bitch cheers. It's the same thing, right? Okay, let's see. We went to the manor. Let's go to Scout Headquarters. Look at him. He's trying so hard, our little buddy. That day in Monster Scouts, you learned to make your very own clothes in the wild. Some suggest a fashion show, so afterwards, you all put on your outfits and show them off. If you'd known that that would be the results, you probably would have made something other than a leaf and stick thong and vine-woven nipple tassels. Needless to say, nobody will be forgetting your performance anytime soon. You gain +2 creativity. You meet up with Damien to help him with what he claims is a charitable endeavor.
Yo!
I believe that all living creatures, great and small, deserve a fighting chance at life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And that's why I've been making these tiny magnifying glasses to give to ants. Oh, thank you so much for the cheers. Very much appreciated. You can also save them for swaying votes in the polls, if you so please. Let's see. Now they can fight fire with fire if anyone ever tries to use a magnifying glass to fuck with them. I've brought them the gift of flame, like Aunt Prometheus. Uh-oh. And you know what happened to Prometheus, don't you?
Arson!
Yeah. He was worshipped as a hero and the inventor of the greatest of all art forms, arson. No. He was chained to a rock. In a sexy way? No. In a horrifying torture where his liver was eaten everyday way. But I assure you, your punishment will be much worse.
Huh?
What? Why, Camp Director Miss Weaving? I feel like I'm actually being reasonably good compared to my classic bad boy antics. I don't know what sort of behavior is tolerated at Spooky High, but this is Camp Spooky, and I am going to hold you to my standards. You think it's an accomplishment to tone down the arson while encouraging it in ants? No, Mr. LeVay. You may be in high school, but at the end of the day, you are literally a legal adult, and it's time for you to face consequences for your actions. But that isn't what my face is made for. It doesn't want to face responsibilities. It wants to face shenanigans and knife crime and being a badass. Well, until your face learns to behave, I'm afraid I'm going to have to confiscate it from you. Oh god. Ha! You can't do that. In fact, I'd like to see you try. Oh god. Have a nice day, Mr. LeVay. I hope you learn a valuable lesson about what faces are for.
Face?
I love that he yells even though he has no face. Ah, what the fuck? What the fuck? How did she do that? How am I talking? I don't have a mouth. So Damien is understandably freaking out, but with no way to get his face back, the best way to come to his rescue is to convince him that this is a good thing. Alright, next poll, next poll, next poll. Alright, time to vote, time to vote. Options being, you know what the best poker face is? No face. Become a poker pro and make a fortune. Or, no more face, no more dentists. Poll is now live in chat. Let us draw him a new face. Oh god. That would actually be funny. Cap, I don't know if you used to play original Animal Crossing, but there was a character who would lose their face and you would replace their face, and people always drew the most horrific things. And then the character would just have this face, and it was just, oh god. Blanca 2, Damien LeVay edition. Oh, that's so funny. He doesn't go to the dentist. Alright, let's take a look at this poll as it's going along. You have a couple seconds left. So far, option number 2 is in the lead with... Oh, number 1 is trying to make a comeback. You have a couple seconds. I kind of wish it would give me a number countdown so I could actually count it down, but I only see a little countdown bar. Alright, it is 7-2. Oh, okay, so 7-2. And option number 2 is the taker. No more face, no more dentist. See, there you go. Used your point. Sway the poll. Alright. No, no, no.
This isn't my face.
No. Because I still have teeth. I can feel them. I can feel my teeth. Oh my god. So is it like that they're, his face is just covered in skin, basically? Eee, and like his mouth is inside, under the skin layer? Ah! The body horror hating part of my brain is just running with this and does not like it at all. I don't even think I could feel my teeth before, but now I can feel my teeth. Oh fuck, I can feel my teeth and they're trapped behind my skin in pulsing meat prison. Ah, they're in meat jail and I am the meat jailer. I think I can hear their thoughts. Do teeth even have thoughts? It sounds like they're thinking teeth, 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 teeth. Also, it's freaking me out that I'm freaking out and I can't show how hard I'm freaking out with my face I don't have. So can you help me? You pull out a Sharpie.
No.
Well, I didn't get to draw it, but there it is. Oh boy. Well, we got why not both in that instance? Whoosh. Jeez Louise. Oh god. My brain is not okay. New face. That's a choice. Great. Thanks. Where was I? Alright. The longest scream. What's this now, Mr. LeVay? Could you not last a mere 10 minutes with no face before spiraling into existential meltdown? My, how very embarrassing. I wanted you to behave like an adult, but I see now that you are not. Despite what the rumors say, not only are you not a spicy red adult, you're not even a spicy red baby. You're a mild red toddler at best. I'll give you your face back now so I can see your devastated reaction to that sick burn.
This isn't my face.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Pancake.
I love that they recorded audio for that. I love that Nate had to record the line, "This is not my face, this is a pancake." Oh my god. Oh, no, sorry, that's my breakfast. I was saving it for later. I'm certain your far inferior face is here somewhere. Here we go. Have the decency to look ashamed, please. Lovely. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, my mild charge. Demoted down from spicy red baby is more than Damien can handle, and he spends the rest of the day ignoring you hardcore. Miss Weaving can call him mild all she wants, but the glares he's giving you are so scorching you lose -2 boldness and -1 fun.
Pack some marshmallows? If anyone wants some.
I think we were supposed to assure him that that becoming a poker player was the better option. Because again, there is no wrong option. It's only wrong if your stats don't match the answer. So, okay. Now we've been playing for 2 weeks. We're at the end of the second week. do we want to go talk to Mossman, or do we want to go talk to Damien? So I'm going to leave that up, because we haven't talked to Mossman yet. And he is, if you've never played Monster Camp, he is the gossip monger, and that can help or hurt you in the game. It's kind of like ad-libs, but with gossip. So, the poll is live for Mossman versus Damien. Because I don't know how often we can talk to him. Like, if we can talk to him multiple times. We usually only talk to him once a game. So far, Mossman is winning the vote. You still have a couple seconds left. Let's see, what time is it? 1:30? Okay. Alright, looks like Mossman is probably going to take it. And Mossman has won the poll, so we're going to go talk some gossip.
Hello, hello.
And you guys can have a say in this. Yes, we want to know. And I have just read the most interesting statistic. It says friends who share gossip with each other have longer lives, fewer rates of food poisoning, and healthier fingernails. Oh.
Gossip.
Gossip! So we should engage in gossip. For our health, please, tell me of something juicy to spare before my fingernails wither up. Fuck it. Time for some gossip. Okay. This is going to be power poll. Power poll. Power poll. And first, content does not meet guidelines. What the hell does that mean? Can you not put certain words? Wait a second. What? Hold on, I tried to put things in to make it funny, and it wouldn't let me post the poll. I think... Oh my god, it does. It censors your polls. That's so funny. So I put boobs and gun, and one of those words did not allow me to post the poll. Okay, the poll is live. Feel free to vote. And 1 being breast implant, 2 being DS Lite, 3 being SATs, and number 4 being semi-automatic machine gun. As usual, left to right, top to bottom is how numbered for cube-looking options are. So far we have votes for breast implant and votes for semi-automatic machine gun. Oh, we have now split the poll. It is now even between 3 of the options. Only a few seconds left. Oh, number 2 has taken the lead. Okay, we are going with Nintendo DS Lite. Won the poll. Okay, okay. Same order, different answers. The answers to this one are underpaid waitresses, orphaned unicorn foals, neats, or xenophobic manatees. The poll is live in chat. Yeah, I haven't looked into the actual mechanics of if there's certain ways to sway the outcomes of the gossip, because obviously we've had both good and bad outcomes from the gossip. We've also had permanent name change because of the gossip and because of the drinking game. So, who knows? Alright, so far we have number 4 in the lead, which is the xenophobic manatees, with 2 close behind, which is orphaned unicorn foals. Number 4 is taking a greater lead. Couple seconds left. Oh, number 2 is catching up. Number 2 has surpassed number 4. Number 2 is currently in the lead, and they're back to 50-50. Number 2 is in the lead. It's like watching horse races. Number 2 ended up... Oh, did they split at the very last second? At the very last second, you guys tied at 50-50. Oh, boy. So that means I get the choice. Let's see. Well, let's see. I live in a place with manatees, so I'm going manatees. Now, type in an abstract concept. This could be so many things, so obviously we can't do a poll for this. So, let's see. What do I want to do for our abstract concepts? I'm gonna go with this one, since I don't... If too many people are just gonna yell in chat, so... Reality. We're going with reality. It's an abstract concept. Okay, let's see what gossip we came up with this time. That was the perfect gossip. Ah, my fingernails have never felt stronger.
Oh, my fellow gossip.
I can't wait to do this tomorrow night and every night thereafter with my close friend Oz. Until next time, your gossip is like a little seed, and you proudly watch it grow into a mighty oak as your friends pass it around the campfire. Is this what having children is like? Hey Oz, so you got any fun hobbies? Baking, gaming, making sentient golems out of clay to do your bidding? Sorry, just trying to make conversation. And also segue into this totally wild gossip I just heard about you. See, Oz has got a particularly weird hobby. He apparently likes to knit homemade Nintendo DS lights and sell them on Etsy. I mean, that's not far off. His store is called Oz's Circle of Reality. Interesting name, no? Maybe I'll even order something before camp is over. Yo, shout out. I have an Etsy shop where I knit shit. That's actually pretty funny. But what's even weirder about Oz's Circle of Reality is that Oz gives xenophobic manatees a 75% discount on all purchases. That's pretty bad. The explanation on the Etsy store page is that Oz wanted to give back to the community that shaped him into the man he is today, whatever that means.
Bye.
Personally, I think Oz's hobby only makes him creepier. But hey, to each their own, what do you think? This will certainly be a rumor to remember. And we'll definitely remember that Oz lost -4 creativity. My Etsy shop cost me creativity? No! My Etsy shop! Damning me as always. For the record, I knit D&D dice bags on my Etsy shop. But I do not give xenophobic manatees a discount. Just for the record. Okay. I'm gonna try the skills just because I've never been successful at it. So I have to switch over to my little keyboard real quick, so you're gonna hear my clicking, so sorry in advance for the clicking. And it's Garfield, the drinks wizard. No, it's good old Juan. Welcome, welcome. Ready to wrestle a bit to get a hold of one of the best drinks available? I don't get too confident. One push and you may end up drinking poison. That is basically what happens. So for those of you who have never been here for the drinking portion of Monster Camp, basically, you have a square versus some other squares, and you're physically pushed based on the other squares. They don't go through each other. So if you're trying to get a specific drink, the other squares can push you, and they move very erratically, and then when the timer runs out, whatever you're on is what you get. So you can try and, like, wiggle around, but it's not as straightforward as it would seem. Don't ask me why I serve poison. I am a wizard in training. Anyway, get ready. Alright. And start. I want to try a cool looking one, but it's always... Also, it's like kind of delayed from when I actually push it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Get wrecked. Damn it, not what I was going for, but I was close. I mean, that doesn't look bad though, right? Looks like a little utopia in a cup. I got the Manhattan, and it looks like Manhattan. That's pretty good. Ah, a Manhattan. Yeah, I turned an actual location into a drink. It's so fucking concentrated that everyone has the opportunity to gain +1 extra stat point at every location. You'll be one with locations.
Let's do this.
Still hard to believe you drank that. Good luck, I guess. Okay. I guess that means I get +1 stat per whatever location. Oh yeah, +1 stat per location. Okay, so that was actually a good drink despite not being what I went for. So we get +1 to whatever stat boost. Now, obviously, if you're not familiar with the game, each of these stats on our character sheet are affected by our visits to a specific location. The icons of the little smiley faces, like the sunglasses is boldness, the one with the little light bulb is smarts, the kissy one is charm, the laughing one over the lake is fun, the one in the woods is smarts. Pardon me. Yeah, so we get a +1 bonus to wherever we end up going. We haven't been to the woods yet, so we're gonna head to the woods next. You hike deep into the woods and find a mysterious journal with the number 3 on it, half buried in the dirt. Inside is tons of information on local monsters and how to defeat them. It covers gnomes, psychics, time travelers, Illuminati-shaped demons. His name is Taliesin Jaffe, please. What a boring journal. Where's the drama? Where's the inner thoughts and insecurities about school crushes? Whoever wrote this journal knew nothing about how journals work. You gain no fun from this, but you surely did gain +3 smarts. Boring. Our stats are pretty low this go around. We're hurting ourselves a lot. It might be one of the first useful drinks, because we had one that gained us a reputation, but it didn't really, I don't think it really hurt us. Let's see, you and Milo have followed Damien into the woods. Get to hang out with Milo. We tried to woo Milo last time and failed. Into the woods, or they, I should say, because Milo is not a he, Milo is non-binary, to catch his favorite wild beast. Wildfire, wildfire, come out, wherever you are. We've been searching for hours, Damien. If we haven't lured the wildfire out yet, I don't think we ever will. Not without a lighter and some gasoline. No, I already told you it's not wildfire if I light it myself. That's tame fire. I think you mean arson. Whatever. Let's just head back to camp. Wait, I don't want to say I'm lost, because I'm never lost, but let's just say I have no idea which direction camp is in. Great! Sometimes you have to lose your way to find your way. Not all who wander are lost. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and we took the road with better selfie potential. Fuck all that. I'm just going to use this compass I picked off a corpse. No one can prove I murdered. Thank God, I lied about this being a good thing. If we don't get back to camp before my Trail Mix review livestream, I might as well delete my account. I know, Milo is so great. So, Milo is the Reaper, and they are super hot. And if I was in any form of good fitness shape, I would cosplay Milo 1010%. Because the costume is great, the makeup is cool, like, great Grim Reaper character. But yeah, they're the one we tried to woo last time. Wait, what? What bullshit is this? This broken-ass compass only points north. Camp is to the east. Point east, compass. East, you dumb fuckboot. Point east. You expect Milo to at least try to help out. But they're just filming Damien's hissy fit from a safe distance. Looks like it's up to you to find east. Okay, we get to be smirt or dumb. Alright, our options are... Number 1, follow your heart. Like, rip it out of your chest and ask it which way is east. Or, use the wisdom of crowds. Everyone point where you think east is, and then we average it out. Poll is going live in chat right now. And again, remember, it is based on our stats. It's not a matter of right or wrong answer. There is no wrong answer in Monster Camp or Monster Prom. Milo is so great. Like, ugh. Like, I have gray/silver hair, but I wish my hair looked that good. But it doesn't. It just looks like Crypt Keeper hair. Whereas my brother says, anime hair. But not, it does not look like anime hair. What the fuck? A thing just fell off my wall and scared the living hell out of me. I just jumped so far. I don't even know how that fell. There's nothing near the wall. Oh God, please. Lord, help me. Alright, let's take a look at how the poll is going. The poll is, so far, number 1 is in the lead. 3, 2, 1, and number 1 has won. So follow your heart, rip it out of your chest, and ask it which way is east. That was the good answer, because we had a higher boldness level. Open heart surgery, more like open my heart to scalpels, blood, and I'm just excited, okay? And don't worry, if anything goes wrong, I'll be right here for you. I mean, in a professional capacity, not emotionally. I'll reap your soul if you die, is what I'm saying. Most reassuring. Or not reassuring, most reassuring. Not reassuring, but you'll do literally anything to impress your friends, so you casually cut your own heart out of your chest. No big deal. Let's see, your ghostly brethren and sistren and non-binarian are visiting you. Yes, the ghosts say Happy Death Day. Exactly. You hold your throbbing, beating heart in your hand as the world starts to go black around you. Then, suddenly... Guess my services aren't needed here after all. Way to go, Oz. That was sick. Right after you pulled your heart out, this pterodactyl swooped down and it stole your heart. So Milo and I chased it all through the woods. And I played a pterodactyl mating sound through my Dino Horny app. But when the pterodactyl finally did drop the heart, it was into an active volcano. So I grabbed the lava-proof surfboard I always carry in case of emergencies and did some gnarly aerials in the lava's A-frame. Cowabunga. And then this lava shark came. This goes on for a long time, like a shockingly long time. Like, it's amazing you survived that long with your heart outside your body long time. And when we finally got your heart back from the Prince of Monaco, we opened it up and saw the GPS you'd hidden inside. Right, your emergency aortal GPS. You knew there was a reason you ripped out one of your vital organs for this misadventure. We followed the GPS back to camp and Damien said we should at least try to put your heart back into your body before I reaped your soul, and now here we are. Thanks for saving us from that shitty broken-ass north-pointing compass planned to keep us lost forever, Oz. And the way you cracked open your own chest, really fucking metal. Pick your time, smile and say I ripped out my heart like that was a perfectly normal solution to not knowing how to calculate east from the knowledge of where north is. You do, and you stand by those choices, just as Damien and Milo are standing by you as you recover from your impromptu surgery. Thank goodness, you have 2 attractive campmates and +2 charm and +1 fun to help you convalesce. Alright, not too bad. A long story, but at least it went well.
Come on. You can do this.
You can do this. Alright, let's take a look at... I'm going to take a look at the stats, and then we're going to go from there. So my lowest stat right now is creativity. So let's go to... Which one's creativity? This one? No. Which one? Do I not get a... I guess creativity is adjacent, right? Because you only get to pick from so many stats. What is our next lowest stat? Well, everything else is kind of tied, actually. We have 6 smarts, 6 boldness, and 6 charm. The luckiest of all numbers. 6, 6, and 6. Let's see. Sounds like he's not talking about his heart, yeah. Let's see. Since all of our stats are kind of tied up aside from fun, I mean, we know that usually Damien likes, what is it, boldness and fun are his 2 highest stats, usually. Now, I haven't looked at the game for, walkthrough for this one, so I'm just gonna go based on the first game. Hold on. Phone is doing a thing. Oh, my brother is texting me. A happy birthday. Let me message my brother a thank you. What the hell emoji did he send me? Hold on, I gotta look at this up close. Okay. Hey, my brother actually remembered to text me on my birthday for once. That alone is a Christmas miracle. While exploring the haunted manor, you find an enchanted skull who speaks in riddles. His voice... Yes, this is my birthday stream, hence why it is a long stream, and hence why we are doing all kinds of dumb stuff. And the weird title of the stream, my death day. While exploring the haunted manor, you find an enchanted skull who speaks in riddles. His voice makes your ears bleed. I like to think of it... Oh, thank you, Lone Wolf. Thank you so much. I like to think of the talking skull as the Riddle Me Piss Boys from Bim Bam. You decide to name him Sparky and put him on your keychain as a fun pet. He tells you all sorts of cool things like, beware the tides of Venus, and if you meet a guy named Lenny at Costco, don't give him $20. Fair enough, good advice probably. Sparky also tells you exactly when and how you'll die. Apparently it's going to involve a lot of mozzarella sticks. April! Mozzarella sticks! No! I can't escape. You gain +3 boldness for gaining that foresight. Yes, bork 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 in chat. You and Damien are lounging together, having a surprisingly chill time reading comic books. This is gonna sound crazy, but can you pass me that one that doesn't have someone putting his fist through someone else on the cover?
What's up, loser?
Oh boy, here we go. Wait, what's this now? You're gonna read actual words that might describe something other than punching? Ha! What? No, who said that? I was just asking for the one without someone punching so that I could eat it, obviously. Uh-huh, right. What did I say, Dahlia? I told you he's getting soft. But not so soft that you won't still come sand strangling and ocean kicking with us tonight, right? My biceps are ready to choke that sand right out. And I got special boots made with spikes on the bottom and the sides and the top, so I can really show those waves who's boss. April, those are the kind of boots that I was describing yesterday in our Discord. You need boots that are made with spikes on all sides for nut kicking. And thank you so much for the little cupcake cheers. They're so cute. Look at them dance. The little cupcakes. Yes, very much appreciated. all bits and cheers and whatnot are very much appreciated. Let's see. Well, that does sound great, but... Speaking of the ocean, I was actually gonna watch this documentary on dolphins tonight. I'm making popcorn and baking dolphin-shaped cookies if you want to join. Wow, you've changed, Damien. It's no wonder the wildfire hasn't appeared to you yet. What? What do you mean? I know you've been on the hunt for the elusive wildfire, and I know it's thus far eluded you. And I also know why.
You are unworthy.
The wildfire only appears to those who are badass enough to be worthy of its unbridled glory and untamed majesty.
No one is ready for Dahlia.
It's true. I was just in the woods one day playing with matches, and suddenly, out of nowhere, the wildfire just appeared. It was one of the most magical moments of my life. There's nothing like seeing a wildfire out in its natural habitat. Too bad you'll never see it. Face it, Damien, you're just not metal anymore. Not metal? Not metal? I'll show them who's not metal, or I'll show them who is metal. It's me! I'm still metal. Now to prove it by becoming worthy of the wildfire. But how? Ah, we get to vote. How will Damien become worthy of the wildfire, chat? Vote soon. Perform the sickest skateboard trick of escaping from a tank of water while chained and on a skateboard, or write a poem, but a poem that's very metal. Poll is going live in chat in 3, 2, 1. I love this music that's in all these Monster Prom and Monster Camp games. It's my jam. Still got a few seconds left on the poll. Let's see how it's going so far. So far, it is a 100% lead for option number 1. Just a few seconds left. And get your votes in. So after we finish this run of Monster Camp, we might switch again, because we played Animal Crossing at the beginning of the stream for birthday cutscene celebration, and then we played Monster Prom, and we did 3 runs there. We did a successful normal run, we did a successful secret ending run, and then we did one accidentally rejected run that I fucked up at the very last minute as usual. Alright, Joel. Oh, thank you, Captain Andor, for the cupcakes as well. And I heard a thingy on my computer, but I didn't see a pop-up. So I don't know... Is it just not giving me notifications of my bits? Because that was the first time I actually heard a sound. That's weird. Yeah, I heard it on my headphones, that the alert on my end for it to pop up, but that's the first one that I've heard. I don't know why that is, but... Yeah, it kind of like pops up usually pretty quick and goes away. I mean, it shows the history of all the other bit donations, and obviously I see the bits in chat because I'm watching chat pretty actively. That's so weird. I wonder if it's set to a default amount or something, or if it's when there's a bunch of little ones in chat, if it just like it's too spammed. I don't know. I'll have to investigate that later. But thank you either way. Very much appreciated. Okay, back to the poll. The poll vote was for number 1, for the skateboard trick. But yeah, towards the end of this playthrough, like when we get towards the end of the weeks, I'm gonna put up a poll for what you guys want to see played next on stream, because today is a long stream. I've been going for 4 hours now, and I'm probably gonna go for, I'm hoping, let's see, it's almost 2 o'clock. I'm hoping to go until 4 o'clock my time, which is another 2 hours. assuming no one randomly shows up at my house. Unexpected, which keeps happening recently on stream. But I'll put up the games that you can pick from, and we'll go from there when it gets closer to the end of this. Alright, oh hell yeah, that's all kinds of metal. The chains are going to be metal, the top of the water tank will be metal, I guess, the wheels of the skateboard, are those metal? Who cares, point is, lots of metal and I'll be the metalist of all. In fact, let's find even more metal. I'm going to have a tuning fork in each hand when you chain me. No, wait, a tuning fork in one hand and a regular fork in the other hand. I think there's a metal suit of armor in the Haunted Manor, I could wear that too. You managed to convince Damien not to put on a heavy suit of armor before you lock him into a tank full of water, which is good, because you can't smooch him if he drowns. I mean, I guess you could, but you're not really into that, so it's better if he survives. You find a water tank, put a skateboard at the bottom, chain Damien up, and then throw him in so that he sinks onto the skateboard. But because he is, as he claims, super metal, it doesn't take Damien long at all to break out of the water tank with a sick-ass flip. He skateboards down the side of the water tank doing a one-armed handstand on the board. He does a double somersault in the air, hitting the tuning fork with the regular fork to create a beautiful and magical pitch as he lands right side up on the skateboard.
That's Damien style, baby.
Fucking yeah, wildfire, come at me, bro. Silly Damien, you can't call the wildfire. It appears to you when you're worthy, which you're not. Yes, I am. I just did the sickest, most metalist skateboard trick ever. I mean, I didn't see it. If a demon does a sick-ass kickflip in the woods, but nobody is there to see it, was it still metal as fuck? Obviously, yes. Obviously not. Or the wildfire would have appeared. Oz saw it. Ask him. Oh, Damien, we all know Oz is a thirsty bitch who would say anything to get attention from you. Dahlia's right, you are a thirsty bitch, Oz, but you're a thirsty bitch who helped me out today, and I appreciate it.
Masters of survival.
Let's try again sometime soon. I know next time we can get that wildfire to show itself for real. You're not sure that the mystical wildfire actually works, but hey, if Damien wants to hang with you more, you're not gonna stop him. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. Alright, we're at the end of week 3.
Where to sit?
Alright, we sat with Mossman last time. Do we risk sitting with Mossman again, or do we go sit with Damien? Your guys' call. I'm gonna put it up in a poll. Give me a second. Poll is live. Are we going to sit with Damien, or are we going to go talk some more gossip with Mossman? Talking for 4 hours straight makes my throat dry. No worries, Lone Wolf. Lurk away. Let's see. So far, the poll is leaning towards Mossman. If anyone cares to put a vote in, feel free to do so. You have a couple seconds left. So far, it's Mossman in the lead. Try bobs and guns. Yeah. I was gonna put something more like, you know, stupid and memey, but then I was like, oh, well, boobs and guns is kind of straightforward. Then people know exactly what I'm referencing. And then the chat was like, it literally gave me an error of, this poll does not reach, required, whatever, data. And I'm like, but everything was filled out. So there was, as soon as I changed the words, it went through fine. And I was like, oh, okay, they're trying to censor it. Which, fair enough. Guns and boobs is not necessarily something you want on a Twitch poll. Especially given you can't have actual boobs on Twitch. Or actual guns. So, that makes sense. I could see why that's censored. Alright, well, Mossman won. So, back to gossip time. Gossip time with the Moss. With the other Moss. Ah, hi there, Oz. I have a business proposition for you. Wow, if you had a nickel for every time a friend of yours proposed a business to you uninvited. My idea is this. A magazine about Camp Spooky. It will feature, Feature stories about our fellow campers' lives, photography of our fellow campers frolicking, salacious details about our fellow campers' innermost secrets. Okay. It's genius, no? The only problem is I need some groundbreaking gossip to get my publication off the ground. Something the other... I need to move this out of my way. It keeps getting in the middle of where I'm reading, and I keep not being able to read words because I have something visibly in the way of my screen. Something the other gossip reporters haven't gotten their greedy hands on yet. Would you know anything, perchance? Fuck it, you've always wanted to give an interview, and this might be your only chance. Let's gossip! Alright, poll is going live in a couple seconds. Options being drugs, Thundercats figurines, eggplants, or knives. Poll is going live in 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, titties, anime titties. Yeah, I might not know what anime titties is. He's such a cute Mothman. I just want to know, like, is he a camper, or is he, like, a counselor, or is he just a creep in the woods who is, like, hanging out at the camp? Because he wasn't in this... I don't think... I mean, I haven't seen him in the high school, so he didn't go to high school with us. I mean, not that that means anything, because people who go to camp don't necessarily... Like, we didn't see Milo in the camp, or in school, but... Yeah, Lone Wolf, go Google Mothman. It's Mothman. That's what Mothman is. He's a variation of a cryptid known as Mothman. Only he's very fancy and in a suit. Let's see, how's this poll looking? So far, number 2 is in the lead. And there we go. Number 2 has won. So Thundercats figurines it is. Okay, and the next poll... I wish it would let you, like, duplicate polls, like, with the same fill-ins. I have to fill it in manually every time. So this time it's between thumb-sucking, singing opera at pitch perfect, displaying controversial, short-sighted opinions on climate change, or doing taxes. Poll is live in chat. Oh yes, I suppose that's true. I mean, I always think nowadays, like, a lot of cryptids are so memed on and, like, put in so many, like, types of media. Like, you have things like creepypasta cryptids, and then you have things like Chupacabra, and you have things from fiction like Cthulhu. Like, I feel like so many things are memes now that people in not just regional areas know about them. And I know Mothman, like, at least when Tumblr was a thing, Mothman was huge on Tumblr. Holy shit. Like, good lord, I didn't know what the hell, what started that. Why never the fun option? Oh, it's split 50-50, guys. We have a 50-50 vote going on. Oh, it just swayed a little bit towards number 3. Oh yeah, Tumblr was thirsty for cryptids. Yeah. Number 3 is still in the lead, and number 3 has won. Okay, so displaying controversial, short-sighted opinions on climate change. Boy, do I hope that, that this is not about us. And then type in something you can buy in bulk. Condoms. Amazing! This'll be our cover story for our debut issue, Oz with the Saucy Secrets. I'm going to go do more sleuthing for stories. Catch you later. Soon, Mossman has spread your gossip to the entire campground.
Hello.
Oh, I love this guy. This better be a secret date option as this dude. We don't see him often, but he pops up every now and then. Hey, listen, I just heard the weirdest gossip about Oz. So as you may know by now, Oz is super into artisanal Thundercats figurines, right? Which is weird enough by itself, but here's where it gets weirder. When Oz was 4, his parents noticed that he tended to enjoy displaying controversial, short-sighted opinions on climate change way more than most children.
But who am I to judge?
In the most unexpected parenting twist, they decided to discourage this behavior by punishing Oz by forcing him to lick several Thundercats figurines for an hour a day. Now Oz is so obsessed with Thundercats figurines that he once sold his uncle's entire collection of vintage condoms in exchange for a very rare one. It really makes you think, huh? It does make you think. It makes you think so that Oz is gonna lose -4 sparts, and he does. Welp. Boy, these gossips are hurting us this time around. Maybe we need to stop with the gossiping. Yeesh. What are our smarts are bad. We can go up our smarts. I don't think Damien needs smarts though. I think Damien needs fun and boldness, which are both high right now. So let's go for fun, which I think is the lake, right? So we're gonna go back to the lake. That day you decide to go scuba diving and find a treasure chest at the bottom of the lake. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know if you can gain stats from gossip. I feel like you probably can, because I feel like we've had a positive gossip session, but maybe I'm mistaken. Vintage means new. No, vintage means old. Quite the opposite. Some old condoms. You pick the lock, which is quite impressive if you keep in mind that you're still underwater. Inside you find over 1,000 fun. Unfortunately, your wetsuit doesn't have pockets, so you can only go back to shore only with +3 fun. When you go back, fish have eaten the rest. They're having a rave right now. Fucking fish. Fucking fish. No, it doesn't mean used. That is true. They could be a sealed box of very dried up, crusty condoms. Oh boy. You're rubbing tanning oil on Joy and motor oil on Calculuster when your horny activity is interrupted by Damien screaming at a sandcastle again. Before I click to go forward, it is the return of Lone Wolf's least favorite date prospect, Jacksepticeye, in the form of a robot.
Fight me, dude!
What do you mean you don't have any flamin' hot Cheetos? I am your king and I demand Cheetos as tribute. Damien, please. Unlike myself, most inanimate objects are incapable of understanding or producing speech. I am not talking to the sandcastle. I'm talking to my subjects inside the sandcastle.
Risk again.
There are people inside the sandcastle, and they're your subjects? Come on, Cal, this is an emergency. Joy and Calculuster dash over to Damien's sandcastle. You follow behind, spilling oil everywhere. Fascinating. The sandcastle truly is swarming with tiny humanoids. Where did you acquire the civilization? These are the citizens of Smalltopia. That's so creative. I found them in the yard at Spooky High. I graciously agreed to be their king. He's a despot, cries one of the tiny people. We were representative democracy before he came along. I knew they would die without my enlightened leadership over the summer, so I packed them all in a lunchbox and brought them to camp, where I built them this castle. It was a massacre, cries another of the tiny people. That lunchbox didn't even have air holes. Duh, if air can get in, so can deadly diseases. I was protecting you. We used to have hospitals and universities, despairs another tiny person. But now all we have is a mountain of sand and broken dreams. Our society is ruined. You know, these guys have been such a bummer since I brought them here. It's like they're not even grateful. I've tried everything. Threatening them, paying a Ravi to threaten them, threatening to pay a Ravi to threaten them again. What about, I don't know, digging them an irrigation system? Or supplying them with microcomputers and learning software. Oh, good idea. Then I can threaten to take those things away if they don't stop moping. That'll cheer them up.
That was sad.
You know what? How about Cal and I focus on improving Smalltopian infrastructure, and you can help by... This is delicate. If Damien's not allowed to help, he will definitely go apeshit. But most of his ways helping involve going apeshit anyway. Quick, give him a non-destructive way to improve Smalltopia. Alright, hold on. Prep the poll. The options are, help him find some beach-appropriate decoration for the castle. He can't fuck that up, right? Or, introduce some hermit crabs. They can be Smalltopia's wacky but lovable neighbors. Poll's going live in 3, 2, 1, and vote. Burn a cheese wheel. Yeah. I don't know, the ants are screaming if they're ants. I mean, they could be ants, we don't know, but they said they were humanoids, so... He'll burn the decorations. It's a possibility. Okay, let us see. The poll voted for 2. Introduce some hermit crabs. They can be Smalltopia's wacky but lovable neighbors. Hell yeah, hermit crabs are badass. They're nature's crabs. I mean, that's true. All crabs are nature's crabs, Damien. So you're saying I'm right. Alright, let's wrangle some crabs. No, wait. Those crabs will overrun the city and slaughter the defenseless Smalltopians. Hey lady, says a small voice. Where do you get off calling us defenseless? That's pretty patronizing. She is merely looking out for your safety, tiny people. The crabs are much larger than you, you see, and... Oh, what, you think you're too dumb? We're too dumb to handle a giant enemy crab? Those things have huge weak points. We'll be fine. Okay, so what I'm hearing is that I should get a bucket of crabs and dump them on Smalltopia. Well, now I wouldn't recommend dumping them on, says the tiny voice, but it's too late. Damien's already back with a bucket of crabs and ready to dump. Oh no, I cannot bear to watch this army of crabs descend upon the Smalltopians in an orgy of peaceful coexistence?
Such a twist.
Wow, it looks like crabs and Smalltopians are natural allies. They're getting along great. The Smalltopians are teaching the crabs critical thinking and team sports. And the crabs are teaching the Smalltopians advanced surgical techniques that they've never been able to perform themselves because of their lack of fingers. Contrary to everyone's expectations, the Smalltopians and the new citizens of Krabudabi live together in peace and harmony. Everyone is happy except for Damien, who thinks peace is dumb. Then one of the crabs pinches him on the eyeball, and he thinks that's pretty metal. Now everybody's happy. You gain +1 boldness and +1 charm. Hey, good job, chat. Good job. Picked a good option on that one. Despite, it did sound like a massacre. I can't think of... There's a cartoon where a crab pinches somebody's pupil and then gets, like, flung around on somebody's pupil. And every time I hear about, like, crabs and eyeballs, I imagine that scene. I don't know if that was from, like, SpongeBob or from something else. But I can see it so distinctly in my head. Okay, so not too bad. We did okay on that one. Let's see. How are our stats looking? We're dumb as hell. We're not super creative, but we have boldness and fun, which, if we're running on the standards of the previous game, that's good for Damien, because he's, you know, not the smartest one either. We can go into the woods and try to up our fun a little bit, or our smarts a little bit. You never know. During your hike through the woods, you find a baby bird that's fallen out of his nest. You nurse him back to health with some delicious trail mix. You also give him some great advice on puberty and how to do his taxes when he grows up. When the mama bird finds you, and she is pissed that you're holding her baby, she tries to peck your eyes out, but you fight her off. You've learned an important lesson today. Don't fuck with birds, gain +3 smarts. Alright, our smarts are not so bad now. You're resorting your collection of Pokemon cards, technically, thinking wistfully of the Terry the Taxman you once traded for an Arctic colonialist Ernest Shackleton, when you're interrupted. There you are, Oz. I've been looking everywhere for you. Oh my god, dust. I die. I named my stream appropriate. Those words warm your heart more than any fire ever could. Even more, the wildfire for which Damien is presumably searching desperately once more. I am searching desperately for the wildfire once more. And there it is. Since you were such a big help last time, I thought you might want to try again. I mean, you weren't such a big help as to actually bring the wildfire, but I did appreciate your support and enthusiasm. Mostly, if I do find the wildfire, I'm gonna need a witness to prove it. I realized our approach last time was all wrong. Yes, we pulled off something radical and metal, as only I could, and with you watching, I guess. But is fire most known for being radical and metal? Yes, of course it is. But it's also known for being dangerous and reckless, obeying no laws and fearing nothing. The wildfire will not appear simply to those who are radical and metal, or it totally would have already come to me. I need to do something truly unmistakably dangerous and reckless to lure that sneaky wildfire out. Any thoughts? You're so tempted to tell Damien that the appearance of wildfire is based on weather and foliage, not worthiness, and Aravi was just fucking with him. But doing that would be against your own interests, since it would cut short this valuable bonding time. So, you make up some reckless, dangerous, stupid bullshit, because apparently putting your crush in danger is worth it for you as long as you can do shenanigans with them. Alright, prep the poll before we get to the options. You should really do some introspection about this later, vis-a-vis your priorities and ethics, but for now, you pitch Damien the best idea you've got. The first option being, enroll in an expensive university and declare a useless major that has no job security. So reckless. Thanks, I don't feel personally attacked by that. Someone truly reckless would travel at 150 miles per hour in a Ferrari, being driven by a cat. Cats don't give a fuck. Alright, chat. Poll will go live in 3, 2, 1, and vote. You're glad you donated bits, yeah. Well, thank you so much for donating either way. I guess technically it could be read as something game-related, given what we're playing. And yeah, why not? We can give it. Damien can give anyone he wants puberty advice. At least he knows about demon puberty. Alright, so far the poll is leading on option number 2. Because cats don't give a fuck. Oh, let me see. I wonder how this... Okay, I'm curious. I'm gonna have to test this sometime in the future. So, when you do polls, I don't know if anyone in chat who streams might know this answer, but when you run a poll and you open in that pop-out screen and it gives you the live feed of the poll itself, it gives you the browser source URL. Can other people use the poll via that pop-out source URL, or is that only for the actual user? Because, like, for people who are on browser, I would assume it's easier to use the pop-out poll if it works like that, but I just don't know that it does. I might have to test that in the future and see how that works. But not on this gameplay. We'll test it on something meaningless. Okay. So, we got... Going with the cats option. So bold. Yes, I'm into it, and I can always scare up a Ferrari at a moment's notice because that's how badass I am. But where the fuck are we gonna get a cat? Oh no! Look at the dumb cat! Look at the dumb cat! Oh, hello, friend Damien. Hello, friend Oz. Oh no! Oh no! And they had Jacksepticeye record this cat as a good cat as a fucking robot. I found this cat in the woods, and I have been searching for the rightful owner. Well, you found him, that's me, the rightful owner of this cat. Is this true, friend Damien? You do not seem like the type to voluntarily take care of a small, helpless creature with love and care. Well, according to some people, I'm completely changed and I'm no longer a hardcore badass, so I need this cat to lean into that and complete my transformation into a responsible, non-reckless person. Oh, God. Maybe the cat will kill him. I'm so glad to hear that. I will return the cat to you. I feel like we have much more in common than now that I know you care for this cat the way I care for my plants. Yes, of course, and I'm not going to do anything reckless or dangerous with this cat. Smash cut to... Wait, did Damien just say smash cut? Oh, shit. That was a smash cut somehow. You're now speeding down a highway at 200 miles an hour in a Ferrari, driven by a cat. Driven in quotes because the cat has no thumbs and its little paws don't reach the gas pedal, so it's a cat in the driver's seat and Damien's foot fucking gunning the Ferrari. The Ferrari crashes spectacularly, of course. You escape unscathed because you're the protagonist of your own life. Damien does a dive roll out of the Ferrari, clutching the cat to his chest.
Damien style, baby.
I did it! I saved the cat! Proving that although I am a badass with a stone-cold exterior, I have a heart of gold. Whoa, that was actually pretty sick. Yeah, there's no way the wildfire can doubt the worthiness of that cat. It was the one driving the Ferrari. I'm sure the wildfire will appear to it soon. I can't even think of that. Don't worry. We'll get it next time and find that wildfire once and for all. Just watch us. Us? We? It seems like Damien is starting to think of you as a team. Sick. +2 fun and +1 charm is all yours, baby. The cat survived at least. Didn't kill the cat.
Interrupt any conversations.
Okay, I think we've had too much gossip. I think we keep hurting ourselves, so we're not going to talk to Mossman this time, just for the sake of our own safety. But we will go over here and talk to Damien. Gold star stickers catch the fire's gleam. It's not often that someone does a fireside presentation, so you head over to investigate this beautiful chart. Friend Damien, I appreciate the attempts at accuracy and clarity on our Circle of Life chart, but isn't your drawing predator-prey lines in actual blood sort of overkill? No, Calculester, it's exactly the right amount of kill. But your current plan involves tracking down and killing every single animal featured on this chart. So, that seems needlessly cruel. But don't you see, Calculester, nature herself is needlessly cruel. Think about praying mantises. The female bites the head off the male when they're done mating. That's not very nice at all. My point exactly. But should we not, as a more evolved species and machine created by aforementioned more evolved species, respectively, attempt to be better than that? No, we should be exactly the same as that. Exactly the same? Interesting question they're posing. You always have hot takes regardless of your level of knowledge, so why not take a stab at analyzing the nature of nature itself? Okay, what kind of hot takes do we get to... What is wrong with my keyboard today? Uh-oh, that's scary. The options are, there are other species who murder their mates too, so when Damien kills, it's not an expression of evilness, just horniness. Or, Damien, you can't use praying mantises kill their mates as an excuse to murder, unless you enter committed relationships with all of your victims first. Poll will be going live in 3, 2, 1. Lone Wolf says, I'm just glad females of non-praying mantis species don't bite their head off their male when they're done, or maybe I was wrong. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Yeah, the cat was not harmed in the production of this game, at least not in this path. Maybe in a different one, but not in this one. Alright, so far it's a 50-50 split in the poll. Still have a couple of seconds left to vote. Some spiders eat their mates. And speaking from experience, some hamsters not only fight their mates, but eat their children. Actually, most animal species, I think, eat their children. Which is, to me, slightly more terrifying than eating your mate. Because they're like, hey, we made a thing, now let's eat it. Alright, number 2 is leading in the poll, and number 2 has won the poll. Alright, let's see. Number 2 has won, so we're going with the praying mantises. You have to get into a relationship. Oh, that was a Calculester one. What? You mean in order to use nature as a valid excuse, I would have to be in a long-term committed relationship with every single person I've ever hoped to murder? By your own logic, yes. These are animals who mate for the purposes of bearing offspring, not two strangers passing an arson-filled night. Well, fuck. Example, the corpse of a female mantis's mate comprises 63% of her diet during mating season. It's a critical source of nutrients. And a female black widow frequently marries an older spider for money, then kills him to take the vast fortune he had amassed. That's pretty good. So you see, friend Damien, nature is brutal in the way you suggested, but only when partnership as mates has been formed. In the words of famous marine biologist Jacques Cousteau, you can't murder someone unless you plan to use their flesh to nourish yourself and your future offspring. Ugh, you make it sound like things in nature are largely designed to pass on the best genetic material and not at all about the most metal deaths. That's it, biology is cancelled. You know, friend Oz, technically many of these encounters, although mating, are not actually mates in a long-term sense. Often the encounter leading to one party's death is, in fact, their first encounter. But by withholding this information from Damien, I feel as if I may have saved many lives. It was not a true lie, per se, but it was a lie of omission. I am becoming so daring and bold, and bad. What an adventurous bad boy I am growing into. Nature truly is amazing. And so you are, Calculester, you dear, sweet machine. So you are. Alright, bye Lone Wolf, thank you for stopping by, and thank you for all the bits and the birthday wishes. Have a good afternoon/evening, because I think you're time ahead of me. We're corrupting Calculester. Alright. We're gonna try the skills again and see if we have any luck again on these drinks. Good old Juan. Ah, welcome, welcome. Ready to wrestle a bit to get ahead of the best drinks available. Don't get too confident. One push and you may end up drinking poison. Don't ask me why I serve poison. I'm a wizard in training. Anyway, get ready. Alright, let's try this again, and maybe we'll be lucky or maybe we'll die. Got some kind of brain-looking thing. Brain slushy. Margarita. So, you want to drink a margarita, huh? To think that by drinking a brain you'll absorb its smarts is a bit simplistic. But hey, it's what actually happens. Occam's razor at its finest. Hey, we got some smarts from that. Hey, so we did get plus stats again. That's nice. Hope you can stomach that. Happy trails. I mean, I don't think we needed them, but we got them, so I'll take it. Alright, alright. We're at week 5, and how are our stats looking? We got fun, we got some charm, our creativity is absolutely poopy, but we can't, there's nothing for us to pick from, creative-wise, right? Unless it's paired with something, I don't think you can just do creativity. So, I think I'm gonna go to here. You spend all day trying to learn how to use the North Star to know your location and never get lost. Too late. It's a fierce challenge and everyone gets, like, super lost. You say fuck it and try to text the North Star to ask for directions. Maybe no one ever asked. Of course this achieves nothing. It's a star. And you should stop trying to resort to sheer absurdity to solve your problems. You get no badge. No one does. It was all a trick test and it wasn't even nighttime. But Coach awards you with +3 creativity. Hey, we got creativity though. Yay. For your lateral thinking. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. You managed to catch a few minutes alone with Damien, so you can ask him about his favorite types of pasta. Things are getting a little steamy when suddenly... Bear attack! Bear attack! I'm a bear and I'm attacking! Coach isn't literally a bear, although you can't take that kind of stuff for granted at Camp Spooky. He's definitely wearing a bear costume though.
Fucking metal!
Fuck yeah, small me, dude. Get in here really fuck me up. You... want to get mauled by a bear? Duh, getting mauled by a bear is basically the most metal thing you can do at summer camp. It's like body modification on steroids.
We're not getting a badge for this.
Damien, I'm flabbergasted, absolutely flabbergasted by your cavalier attitude towards bear safety. Is flabbergasted another word for on fire? Because it's about to be if you don't stop lecturing me.
Beware the bear!
Oh, I'll stop lecturing you alright, right after I teach you a lesson about bear safety. Already said I don't give a shit about getting mauled by a bear. Bring it on. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I know you don't care about getting mauled. But what if instead of threatening your life, a bear was threatening your lifestyle? What? What are you doing? Where did you get that forest ranger hat and those blue jeans? Hey, stop lecturing those kids on how to prevent forest fires. Forest fires are some of the best fires you can start in the forest. Also, where did those kids come from? What are they doing at Camp Spooky? This isn't a safe place for kids. I start fires here all the time. Not anymore, Damien. Once I'm done lecturing these kids, there may never be another forest fire again. That's the lamest thing I've heard in my entire fucking life. You can't just stand by and let Coach ruin Damien's whole thing. You've got to find a way to counter all of this harmful anti-fire rhetoric. Alright. Let us help the forest fires. Your first option is create your own pro-fire PSA with the help of your good friend Heatsy the fire-loving falcon. Or get arson protected by the government as a religious ritual. Yeah, gender reveal parties to the rescue. Amen. The poll is starting in 3, 2, 1, and vote. PSA or religious ritual via... So it's extra funny because, you know, he's named after Anton LaVey, and even though the Satanic Temple doesn't observe LaVeyan Satanism, they are all about equal rights in the state of government's treatment of religious sects and groups and whatnot. So, a funny little overlap. Let's see how this poll is doing so far. So far it is split 50-50. Remember, you can use your creepy coins, which are free, or your bits to Sway the poll. Always gotta vote for burbs. Alright, so far the bird is a winning. Sorry for all the throat clearing. I've been talking for almost 5 hours, so it's a lot. Alright, number 1-1.
That's just my
So,
work.
oh, not so creative. You know Heatsy too? That's rad. I met him last summer at crime camp. That's why I wasn't at Camp Spooky last summer. I went to crime camp instead. It can be really hard sometimes, identifying as both a monster and a criminal. People tend to lump you into one group or the other, and you end up feeling like you really don't belong to either. But then you throw a tractor at a priest and piss on his corpse in front of his devastated family, and it's like everything's gonna be okay, you know? Anyway, you want me to call Heatsy? I'll call Heatsy. Damien makes the call, and Heatsy appears soon after. He looks different than you expected. Oh, what, you expected an actual falcon? That's just his crime name. We all got crime names at crime camp. I don't want to brag, but mine was, "Sup, spicy red baby," says Heatsy. Far from being Falcon, he's actually just a chain-smoking bald eagle wearing a leather vest.
Not a spicy red baby.
Oh my god. Man, I told you, I want my crime name to be Captain Axecock. It just doesn't roll off the tongue, says Heatsy. Anyway, I heard you wanted me to do a PSA. Hell yeah, dude, the kids are right over there. Go mess with their minds. Heatsy waddles over to the kids, shoulders Coach out of the way, and starts his speech. Has this ever happened to you? You're walking along, minding your own business, shooting people, when suddenly the police show up and take you to prison. What a bummer, am I right? Prison can be a really scary place, especially for small children, like you. That's why I'm here to give you Heatsy's hot tips for getting ahead in prison. Heatsy goes on to share several hot tips, including don't get stabbed in the face, and never trust Hedgehog Steve. He's not even a real hedgehog. Alright, cut that shit out. I'm severely disappointed in what's happening right now. But you have to agree, Heatsy's presentation was pretty lame. No, that's not what I'm disappointed about. I just thought PSA stood for Pyrotechnic Super Arson. Oz, how could you suggest such a boring fucking idea to me, knowing full well it didn't involve any fires?
Oh, loser.
I expect Heatsy to be a lame piece of shit. I keep him around to make me look better, but you? I thought you were better than that. You're so depressed after Damien's scolding that you don't even hear Coach's lecture about how all of this somehow relates to bear safety. You lose -2 smarts and -1 charm. We're almost there. We are almost to the end. We are at the end of week 5.
I hope I choose correctly.
I mean, here's the thing. If we were to go on the first game's stats, having boldness and fun are the 2 big ones for Damien. And that's just assuming the same. I don't know. So I don't know how many hearts we have, and I feel like we don't have a lot of hearts. So how about this? Whoever's in chat, make the call where our last stop is before the end of camp. We still have our +1 bonus from our drink, so we get +1 to whatever stat we go to. And really, like, our stats aren't terrible. Creativity is our lowest. Charm and smarts are both 8. Boldness is 11, and fun is 14. And this is our last shot before we ask him out. So feel free to shout out in chat where you think we should head to for our last activity at camp. Don't mind me fighting my phone cable because my phone is going to die from having chat open all day. Plug my phone in. Plugging my phone in. Stay there, phone. Stay there. Don't fall. Don't rip anything out. Thank you. Okay, so you think we should go to here? Go over to Scout HQ? Because I mean, technically, I don't think creativity we can call, right? Because we can call, well, I guess, yeah. So what's the one? Am I dumb? Yes, I'm dumb. Don't mind me. Okay. That day you happen to take the same Monster Scouts class at Mamimi the Oni Girl. You didn't get good sleep last night, so you ask her if she has any of that weird energy drink she let you have once during high school. She doesn't, but she does have some very strange smelling coffee that could help. Where does this girl even find these weird ass drinks? The coffee is delicious, but it comes with side effects. You get an acquired fear of caterpillars, and you grow +3 creativity in your hair. Alright, creative hair. I like it. You're enjoying a generic off-screen activity when suddenly... Oz, you are literally exactly the monster I was hoping to see. I think I finally figured out how to lure out the wildfire. After all, 3rd time's a charm. Plus, I don't think I've ever seen anyone's schemes or problems or situations last more than 3 interactions. You think back on your interactions at Camp Spooky and Spooky High and agree that yes, conversations on a topic tend to happen either completely randomly or at most 3 times. We tried to prove I'm metal, but we all already know I'm metal. We tried to prove I'm reckless and dangerous. We all know I am. The problem is that those are qualities on the inside. On the inside, they aren't objectively measurable. I need to do something that is categorically at its core all of those things. And ideally something that the old me that Aravi and Dahlia think is dead would have done all the time. You can't lure fire with fire. So that's out, which means my second most tried and true activity is on the table. Crimes. Here we go, crime time, crime time, crime time, crime time. Yeah, I'm psyching myself up because it's fun, not because I've begun to doubt that I really am metal and reckless and cool since the wildfire still won't appear to me. Yeah, that was convincing. One of the dogs just barked, but like in a really weird way. I don't know if that... It was really quiet. I don't know if anyone heard that. I don't even know who that was. Which of the 3-headed dog was that? What crime do you think I should do? Not because I don't know enough about crime, or I'm not a crime expert and the best criminal ever, just because you've been a good hype person for me, so I want you to feel included. And there's the Borks. Bork. Yet again, another very convincing show of confidence from Damien. But if your spicy red crush needs a little extra push, you're happy to help him out. You suggest the perfect crime. Okay, guys, this is a big one, because this is our last chance. Last chance before asking him out. The options are a heist, it's time to steal someone's heart, or the most popular crime among Gen Z, piracy. The poll will start in 3, 2, 1, and go. Vote in chat. This is our final try at getting Damien for this run of the game. I'm gonna go check on the dogs, and I will be right back when the poll... Alright, I'm back. The most popular crime among Gen Z, piracy, won the poll, so there we go.
Metal.
Fuck yeah! I've always wanted to be a pirate. Do we think I should chop off one of my legs so I can get a wooden one? No, wait. I already chopped off one of my horns. We should chop off one of your legs. No, there's no time. You're relieved that he made that call, and the two of you immediately dive into piracy. You pirate all the shit. Movies, music, video games.
Sup, losers.
Heh. Why are you playing a cute little computer game? I thought you were trying to become worthy of the wildfire. Did you give up? It's okay to give up sometimes, because then I look stronger in comparison. Two cops burst out of the bushes, panting as if they've just sprinted over. "We," says the taller cop, gasping for breath. "We got a report of a total badass doing heinous crime. Description said tall, buff, incredibly handsome, worthy of Wildfire Demon." Worthy of Wildfire? The shorter cop asked. That must be a clue of some kind of... Whoa. It's about WOW. It's about World of Warcraft. And that demon is on the computer. He's not playing WoW. He's playing the cult classic indie dating sim Human Prom, the taller cop says. We need to keep looking for this buff, handsome demon committing a heinous crime. It's me! I'm doing the crime! This game is pirated! I didn't pay any money for it, I just stole it from where it was hidden on a porn site. So, asked the shorter cop, everyone pirates shit nowadays? But pirating media means that the creators don't get paid for their hard work, and makes them less likely to be able to support themselves and or create more art for us to consume. The taller cop snorts. Have you ever heard the phrase, all cops are bastards? Or ACAB, it stands for all cops are bored of art and don't care about creators. I mean, also true. We don't have time to argue with a non-badass, non-buff, non-handsome, one-horned demon not committing a heinous crime. And they're off. You're never finding that wildfire, Damien. That was so sad for you. And for the creators of the world, such a bummer. Anyway, we're gonna go be awesome people who the wildfire has already appeared to. Bye. What do they know anyway? Let's go buy a movie using actual money to support everyone involved and have a nice time watching it together. Hearing it out loud, I guess I really have chilled out a little. Maybe the wildfire will never appear to me after all. But I'm doing whatever the fuck I want. It isn't that what a true badass does anyway. You don't know, but you do know you're glad that Damien wants to do is watch a movie with you. You immediately gain +2 charm and +1 fun. Alright guys, it is time. Let me pop my headset back on.
Sure thing.
It is time. It is time. It is time. And obviously, we are asking Damien. Yes.
I can do this.
I think we did a great job. You go to check on Damien since he has been a bit blue after being owned repeatedly by Dahlia and Aravi. Hey Oz, tell me honestly, do you think I've lost it? I haven't found the wildfire
I'm
anywhere.
a spicy red adult.
I mean, I used to be the spicy red adult. You're pretty sure no one ever called him that, but sure. And now, I like it. Having found myself, being more than just fire and crimes feels good. But I also feel like I lost myself a bit. What if I'm not the person I used to be anymore? You grab Damien's hand. You tell him it's not like that. Growing up and changing takes courage. You admire him, and growing up does not mean necessarily losing who you used to be, if you don't want to. Ah, so you meant I haven't found the wildfire because the wildfire has been inside me all along. Yes, it's actually because it doesn't exist, hence it literally can't be found. But yeah, sure, what Damien said too.
Damien is back.
Yeah, fuck yeah, Damien forever. The wildfire is within me. Time to unleash
Let's
it.
burn together, baby.
Then he proceeds to start a wildfire indeed. You like the new version of Damien, but passionate, fiery Damien is a version of Damien you like too. And that night, you discover yet another new side of Damien, the fucking the brains out of Oz version of him. Holy shit, we got the brains out of Oz. Yeah, that one is definitely good too. Was that a secret ending? Yes, it was. I figured based on the art that it was a secret ending. Guys, we got 2 secret endings in one fucking stream. You guys did it. Good job. And we got new special stuff. Yay. Congrats, campers. Okay, as usual, we're gonna skip over this little bit of flavor text because it's always the same. Oh, stop. Copyright infringement. Alright. Ooh, we unlocked a new thing. You just unlocked the Joe Crow. Nice. Ooh, and a hot shot, so new drinks. Cool. Pardon my crinkling. Good job, stream. Good job on playing through and getting a nice outcome. Not only did you get a date, we got a secret ending. Sure thing, Cap. Lurk away. Go do your lunch stream. Let's see, what time is it? It's almost 3. I'm probably going to be ending in about an hour, so this will probably be it. Because I think 4 is the latest I can go, at most, so. Alright, I'm going to put a quick poll up as to what people want to see next. Because I think we've monster camped and monster prommed our brains out today. So I'm going to put a poll up for what games are up next. Oops. I don't know why I can't type today. My brain's like pudding. Probably because I actually haven't like eaten real food. I've just been eating candy all day. I'm trying to think. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm gonna put this poll up for 3 minutes. And you guys can vote on what game we play next. So you have 3 minutes to vote in chat. In the meantime, I'm just gonna check my Stream Deck software stuff going on over here on this end. Oh, okay, yeah, somebody messaged me something, but it is unrelated. Uh-oh, hold on. I gotta look at something news related really quick because something relevant to both my interests and the state that I live in is trending and I'm scared. Holy crap. Oh, wait, that's freaking cool. Later on today, you should look at this footage that Disney released. Disney released both photos and footage, test footage, of a new ride that's coming to Florida in the future. And it's a roller coaster, but the carts, the independent carts, turn up 360 degrees based on where you are in the ride, so that you're always facing whatever the action is, and it's going to be Guardians of the Galaxy themed. And they're showing test footage of how the carts move on the track, and it's looks fucking cool. I don't even ride roller coasters, and that shit looks cool. I'm like, Epcot's trending, oh no. Okay, I went and posted a little tweet about the stream. Oh, my brother's trying to call me. No, don't call me. I'm on the stream. Also, why is my chat on my computer paused? What the heck? Let me see. Alright. Can I see users in chat? I don't know why it's showing I have like 8 bots in my chat right now. I don't know what the hell that's about. Like beyond the normal bots that are in chat. Let me pop open the poll so I can keep a tab on that. Let me look up how long these are, because I actually don't know how long these are. I am like done for my voice for the day. My voice is shot, my throat is shot. Reading for over 5 hours out loud is a lot. Drinking or not, it is not helping. I don't know why I just typed that. That's not what I want. Let's see. What does it say? 51 hours. What? That can't be accurate. Where am I looking? That cannot be right. I just want to see how long the playtime is on this other game. Okay, so I'm reading some information here on the Night in the Woods spin-offs that I put up in the poll. One of them is like super short, like somebody said it took them like give or take 10 minutes to do. The other one is like an actual approximately hour-long kind of game. I've never watched playthrough of either of them, so I don't know how long they actually take to play. I'm trying to see if there's a little bit more of a consensus. Okay, so I think Longest Night is a mood piece and it's not super interactive, but it's really short. And I think it takes place like amidst or before Night in the Woods does, so there's not like end of game spoilers. But Lost Constellation, somebody's saying it took them like an hour or so? I don't know. I'm seeing like all kinds of weird mixed answers. I hate when people can't like just average out like, hey, it took this long to freaking play a game. Because I don't want to start a game that I can't like pause or come back to. If it's an hour, then it's good. Oh, thank you so much for the cupcakes, April. Okay, so the poll ended and the Night in the Woods spin-offs won. So we're gonna do that. I'm just gonna hope it doesn't have a ton of reading, because I can barely talk. I don't know how people stream for like 12 hours and don't lose their voices, because I cannot. Like, after the first 2 hours, my voice is like, ah. Okay. I need to, let me see. I need to pull up the folder with the games in it first. That's step one. let's see. I think it was in here. And where is the game that I need? Does it just open like a application? Okay. I'm just gonna flip the screen real quick. Oh, thank you, April, for the... What are those? Like a unicorn? It's hard to see on my phone. Looks like a little unicorn heart. Oh, thank you. Okay, gonna pause the screen really quick so I can flip over from one to the other.